Yeah, the process would be like, any other quarterback I've ever worked with, which is, you start from, in my opinion, always from the feet up. That's what I believe in. So we're doing that with all three guys. I've done it with every guy I've ever worked with.
In today's edition of Pantherology, we're going to be talking about how the Carolina Panthers are working on Sam Darnold's arm, techniques, his footwork, and then we're going to be talking about how the Panthers are working on Darnold's protection, possibly that left side. That's why we probably seen Taylor Moton to left tackle. So maybe possibly you might be seeing some Mr. Moton at the left tackle position a little bit more, maybe this season, maybe permanently, who knows. But we're going to dive deep into that today in today's edition of Pantherology. What the is going on, guys? Clay here, back at it again with yet another edition of Pantherology. I hope you all are having a great work week. It is happy Friday to you. TGIF. Smash the out of that like button. Click that subscribe button. Comment down below, click that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into today's video. Now, new Panthers quarterback coach Sean Ryan has coached a lot of different kinds of quarterbacks, but his goal is to teach them the exact same way. And he's encouraged by the kind of pupil he has. Now, prior to joining the Panthers this offseason, his prior two quarterbacks obviously were Matthew Stafford and Deshaun Watson, so who have few traits in common. Now, Ryan also worked with Eli Manning with the Giants, so it's hard to pigeonhole his style, which is why he thinks he can absolutely work with Sam Darnold, PJ Walker, and Will Grier at the same time. Now, obviously, as Carolina Panthers fans, we should be excited when we mention the names Deshaun Watson and worked with Eli Manning and worked with Matthew Stafford. Those are big-time quarterbacks, right? So, of course, getting Darnold ready to play in a new offense is the priority. And from the day the Panthers traded for the former number 3 overall pick, the Panthers head coach, Matt Rule, has talked about asking Darnold to be a little bit more mobile in the pocket. That's not nearly the same as asking him to take off running, but Ryan said he thinks Darnold has the ability to be kind of mobile he's actually looking for. So to teach that, Ryan has been working through a change of direction drills, throwing bags at Sam with his feet, at his feet. Now, anything to make them adjust on the fly while retaining the proper mechanics. Now, offensive coordinator Joe Brady talks about new offensive parts. So far, he's encouraged by the work he's had with Darnold and said the starter was an excellent student. Coupled with the arm strength, which was evident when he was coming out of Southern Cal, his coaches have consistently talked about Darnold's approach to his new job being a good one. Now, Darnold admitted there are still plenty of things he needs to work on before the start of training camp, specifically mentioning becoming more familiar with the formations and how they impact the plays he can call, and really try to grasp of knowing which step to take is the key to his learning style. Now, offensive coordinator Joe Brady like every other coach who can rave about Darnold's arm talent, for so to speak, but the finer points have impressed him about his new quarterback. Now, as we all know, protection was a major issue for Sam Darnold during his 3 seasons with the New York Jets. I mean, he was sacked 98 times in 38 games, which contributed greatly to a poor decisions and a total QBR rating of a 44.0, which ranked 35th out of 36 qualified players in that span. When you play for a dumpster fire of a fucking organization, that's going to happen. Protection was the name of the game for Darnold on Thursday. So as offensive coordinator Joe Brady and quarterback coach Sean Ryan talked for the first time about the player acquired 2 months ago in a trade. Now, as in, don't say anything negative. Brady and Ryan avoided with skill precision, discussing why Darnold has struggled since entering the NFL as the third pick of that 2018 draft. Now, every question about the past had the disclaimer they weren't with the former USC star the past 3 years. But if you read between the lines, there are several things Brady and Ryan are focusing on that contributed to Darnold's failure with the Jets. They're encouraging him to be, like I said, more mobile, not static in the pocket. As Coach Rule has mentioned before, and I have mentioned before, from his evaluation of Darnold before the trade, he wants him to be more mobile, like I said previously. Now, that doesn't mean you'll see Darnold scrambling or running like a former Carolina Panther, Cam Newton, in his prime. This just means you won't see him standing in the pocket like a damn fucking statue, all right? So, technique also is a focus, and it applies to when Darnold is stationary or he's moving. Now, I hate to say this, but Darnold was mediocre at best at getting the ball to the right spot with the Jets. That's not his fucking fault, though. His completion percentage of 59.8% since 2018 ranks next to last among qualifiers. He threw 39 interceptions to only 45 touchdowns, and giving him an interception rate of 1.03 per game, last among qualifiers. Now, many of the drills Darnold has worked on since the start of OTAs were designed to specifically help the quarterback adjust without losing his mechanics. So at times, you may see Ryan throwing things at Darnold's feet, like I said previously, to try to distract him. Ryan and Brady also have put Darnold in as many live game situations as possible. So on Wednesday, they worked on hurry-up drills with crowd noise pumped in, while they, in essence, have started from scratch teaching Darnold a new system. They don't treat him like he's a rookie. Both recalled scouting Darnold coming out of college and agree he's more seasoned than he was at USC. Both also admire Darnold's work ethic, how he goes straight to the film room to review what he did after a workout. They want his focus in the present, not with what went wrong with the Jets, where he was 13-25 as the starter. So, great question here that I came up with. Can Brady do for Darnold what he did for Joe Burrow at LSU? Now, Burrow had 16 touchdown passes and 5 interceptions in 13 games in 2018. Before Brady arrived from the New Orleans Saints, in 2019, he had 60 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions, won the Heisman Trophy, and was the top pick of the 2020 NFL Draft. Again, protection. And that's where we come into, is Taylor Moton possibly moving to left tackle? Now, the Panthers are giving Moton's reps at left tackle, but will it become permanent is the question. Now, during OTAs, teams will try to do a few things to see if new plays, formation, concepts can be installed without putting too much time into it. Another thing coaching staffs can do is move players around to different spots on the field, which is what several guys are doing right now with the Carolina Panthers. The idea here is to cross-train players for multiple positions so that they are ready and are able to step into a different role if needed. Now, as we all know, Taylor Moton is our starting right tackle. He has been taking some reps over on the left side over the last week or so, but it doesn't appear that the Panthers are teetering on the decision of him moving full time to the left side. Now, of course, to me, it would make sense to have your best pass protector at the left tackle to protect the quarterback's blind side, but as Rule noted, it's not necessarily an easy switch unless you've had a high number of reps. Although left and right tackle are both similar. Your feet are switched. Your drop back foot is your left foot and not your right foot, and your angles may alter as well. It's something that takes a while to get nailed down, which is why you rarely see guys able to play both spots. Now, when they asked what would cause the Panthers to move him over to left tackle, Rule responded, if he's the best available. So for now, you can put your money on either the veteran Cam Irving or the third-round pick Brady Christensen to earn that starting job. Trent Scott may also be in the mix as well. So guys, that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed a little bit about Sam Darnold, a little about how the Panthers are working on his protection, and possibly maybe seeing Taylor Moton at left tackle. Only time will tell, guys. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, smash the out of that like button, pound that subscribe button, comment down below, click that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. Guys, that's today's video. Y'all know what to do. Keep pounding.